Hey coach, so glad you found us on YouTube. Subscribe and like. See all my son's shoes there. That's the first thing. Second thing is go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Let me help you put banners on your walls in your basement, win state championships in less time for less than $1 a day. 14-day free trial. You will get my personal email address. You'll get one-on-one calls, office hours. Everything you would want is there and available. So go over and check it out, and let's head off to the podcast.
Hey Coach, this is Coach Van back again with our next video book preview, and today we're going to go over the 3-point playbook. If you guys have some shooters who can flat out stroke the ball, then this is the book that you're going to want. It's basically a book of, I'd say 30 years I've been collecting a lot of the plays that are in this book. It's some of the best plays that I have seen over the years. We're talking the 80s and the 90s and 2000s, some of the best plays after timeout situations, end of game situations that coaches have used over the years. And it's just a great collection. So again, if you got some shooters and you're looking for some different ways to get some shooters open, then this is your playbook. So as always, we're going to start off with the table of contents, and then we'll kind of dive into the diagrams and the plays within each section. So let's go ahead and dive on in. First of all, you'll notice here in the table of contents, and let me blow this up so everybody can see this a little bit easier. Every action that we give you comes with drills. So we give you the drills that you can help break down to your team in practice. This playbook has 791 pages in it, and we give you 8 different 3-point categories to choose from. And there's over 250 3-point plays in the book, and we give you close to 200 different shooting drills that are broken down within each category. And you'll see that here as far as, well, we first start off with our miscellaneous action. Those are all miscellaneous 3-point plays that come from different odd alignments. These are great plays to kind of confuse the defense with different alignments if you're being scouted. They're great plays to run after a timeout or end of the game scenarios. But mostly all those come just from odd alignments. Then we'll go into our 3-point plays that involve elevator action. I'll dive in once we go into the previews of some of the plays we have. I'll explain the elevator action for anyone who doesn't know, but then you'll see we also give you elevator shooting drills too, that you can help your team get used to shooting in those situations, and some of the reads that you can use to break down in practice. Then we have hammer action, and we call that go action, where we're got a step up screen, ball screen on the side of the floor with a backside hammer action with the back screen. And then when we're doing that, we also need to work on our drift passing drills. So we give you some drift passing drills too to make sure that we're making that kind of Steve Nash skip pass. Then we have some 3-point plays that are pop action, basically pick and pop. But we also do have a variety of other different pops that we can utilize as well. Then we have double stagger action and the reads that come off of there. You'll see here we got double stagger action shooting drills, and then we also have double stagger read drills. So depending on how the defense is playing, us might kind of tell our players how and what they should be doing, whether it's short curl, long curl, and things like that. So floppy action, for all you Reggie Miller or Ray Allen fans, we have a whole section for you where we run floppy action. And then we have 3-point plays that involve a flare, back screen flare, or fan, whatever you want to call it. And then open action, which is our terminology and vocabulary. We call it open, but that involves a high post pass into a flare or fan option. So lastly, we go over T-series, which is basically just screen to screen your plays. And then we give you some T-series action drills to go along with it. So that's kind of a breakdown of the book. But let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at the inside of the book and the diagrams we have here. So again, this is all the miscellaneous. These are all 3-point plays. And this is miscellaneous action. I'll give you a quick look here. Here's our horns double veer. Start off in the horns with 4 and 5 up, come off a ball screen, and then it goes right into, this is veer action where you set the ball screen and then go into another, but this is also kind of like a double stagger here too. So that's why we call it double veer. One comes off, looking to attack, could hit 3, but then as a throwback option, we have 2 coming off for a throwback off the double stagger or veer action there. So, but I wanted to give you just a quick look at this. This is just a quick hitter. It's just 1 frame. Most of the frames have 4 frames in them, but you can see it's color coded, very easy to see. And then we give you a description below in the frame to explain what's going on, or maybe a teaching point within the play. So I briefly spoke on our Open series. Here's kind of an action what I'm talking about here. We call this Kansas Open because it starts out in a 3-out, 2-in. But if the wings are being denied, that's going to be an automatic read where we'll go into open action, and you'll see how 5 and 4 both flash up. And our first action is passed here, and then we're looking for the backdoor cut. So 2 is going to see that. 5, we're going to make that read. We're going to backdoor cut, might get a lay in there. But if we don't have that, 1 is now going to come off. If you look at frame 2 here, off the back screen by number 4, and we're looking for that. That might be a shot. And then this is where we get into husky action, and this is what I was talking about earlier. This is our elevator doors where 3 is going to.
Hey everybody, I hope you're enjoying the video. Coach Van does great things, and I don't know how many years it took him to do all these playbooks, but they are awesome. Down below I'll have a link, and then I've got a couple coupon codes he just did special for us. 25% off. They rock. They will help you become a better basketball coach, these playbooks. Go over and check them out, and let's head back to the video.
Come through the double elevator doors. 1 really has to attack and make X3 play them. And that's what's going to leave 3 open for the shot right here. So that kind of gives you an idea what our husky action, that's our terminology for elevator doors. And then here's our fan, our high post entry into a back screen flare, and that's our open action. So again, that's our terminology. We also have our terminology and vocabulary section that you can download as well to get familiar with the playbook. So here's all of our elevator plays here. As you can see, we have a ton of elevator plays. And I want to make sure that we show this here. Towards the bottom half of our elevator plays, you'll see here we got our blob plays, which is our baseline out of bounds. So we give you 5 different baseline out of bounds plays that get directly into a, we call husky, but that's an elevator. And then we got some slob plays that we also give you that get into our husky, which we call, which is a code for elevator action as well. So not only do we give you the plays to run after a timeout or end of game or specials, but we also give you some that you can run out of your baseline or sideline out of bounds too. And then you can see here's some good drills that we give you. Here's an elevator and tee shooting drill that we use. You got 2 coaches with the basketballs, and 2 is going to come across at a cross screen for 4. So we got 1 coach passing the ball to 4 to score on the lane on the flex cut, and then we got 2 popping up, and we have to be able to turn, plant, catch, and shoot. And you can see we do this. That's just 1 drill right there. You can also do it with where you got the coaches dribbling as a dribble entry and then loop action. And then we can run that on both sides of the floor. We pass the ball again, plant, catch, shoot. Here's some rip action. And this is called T series or screen the screener, where we got the screen and then we're coming off. So we give you like 4 drills in this 1 play, elevator and T series. So you get 4 different options that you can use. And that's just to help you build your T series and elevator shooting. Then we go into our hammer plays. Again, I'll just go here to our pinch hammer action. Pass the ball to 4, get the ball back. We're driving baseline. Here's your drift pass as 2 comes up to set this back screen. That's just 1 option. And then we give you some drills to go with it. These are all drift passing drills. And then we get into our 3-point pick and pop plays. And here's some pop shooting drills to go along with that. Here we give you quite a few different double stagger actions. You can see you get 3.5 pages of plays as far as our table of contents goes with our double stagger action. Tons of plays out of our 4 series, our Euro ball screen, our 21 action, our 5 wide action. So whatever you run, we got blocker mover, whatever you run, we pretty much got some double staggers that you can run and apply to your offense. And again, this is still all double staggers. And then we go into our double stagger shooting drills. And here's our double stagger reads. And then we get into our floppy action. And these are all floppy plays. You'll see here like a double stack floppy Kansas. 2's coming off the floppy, 3's coming off here, and then we get into straight our Kansas action. Some of these can actually be used as entry plays to some of the offenses too, so you can really get creative. Here's our floppy 3 pop. 2 can read and go either way. We're kind of in a diamond setup in our floppy. Whichever we want to pass the ball, we can pass the ball to 2, but that can also act as a decoy. So if 2 exits on this side, 5's just going to step up and then set 1 for 3 coming off a pop, and then we might have that as everybody's trying to worry about number 2 on the floppy action. So then we give you some floppy shooting drills. Again, more floppy action drills. Here's our 3-point plays for our flare, fan, and open action. Again, I already went over the open action, but I think everybody knows what a flare or fan is. But here, you can see here we pass the ball to 5, and then 4 comes up and sets this flare screen, and that's basically open. That we call that open, but it's also the flare. So, and here's screen the screener action here. Kind of just gives you an idea of some of the plays that we have. So, and then we give you some shooting drills to go with. Tons of action, tons of T-series, screen the screener plays as well. Again, almost 4 pages, 3 full pages of screen the screener plays. Rip action, flex action, you name it, anything with screen the screener. Those are extremely hard to guard. Anytime a defense has to guard multiple actions within one play, where they got to worry about a back screen and then coming that back screener then coming off to shoot, can really cause a lot of confusion in the defense. So again, that's 791 pages of plays, all 3-point plays. Some of the best plays that I've seen over 30 years. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to email me at coachvan@nextplayhoops.com. And I can show you anything you want in a little bit more detail, anything specific that you want to see, we can go over. So again, email me at coachvan@nextplayhoops.com, and we'll see you at the next video. Thanks.
Hey coach, so glad you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. Actually, if you did, subscribe and like, and then go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better.